I'm here at the Gallipoli Art Prize in Sydney at the Gallipoli Club down near Circular Quay, where the winner of the 7th prize was recently announced. Now, this competition has been going to really capture the Gallipoli spirit, stretching back to the First World War. But of course, artists these days embrace many other conflicts and the sacrifice that the servicemen and women made at those conflicts. And with me today is Barry Pearce, who's one of the judges of this year. Barry, what did you make of, there was more than 140 entries this year?
Well, I'm really taken by surprise. There were so many artists interested in this subject. It's a difficult subject to actually encapsulate because it's something that happened a long time ago, almost beyond living memory, and yet there's something about it that's carried through time. And these artists have been very diverse in their approach to the challenge of putting it into a work of art and giving it real aesthetic punch.
And why was the agreement on Interment, on the winning one?
Well, it wasn't my first choice. I must admit, I was pulled across to it by the other judges, and quite willingly in the end. And there were two reasons. I made a personal connection with it, with the story of my own father who died during the war, and I was left with his relics when my mother died. So when I looked at Geoff's work, I thought, he's actually doing this thing that I've been puzzling about. How do I make these relics speak about someone who's gone, who I never knew? And Geoff has done that, I think, very well in his painting. He's made a sort of a frieze of memory using relics from things left in trenches during the warfare.
Now, your choice is the one next to us here of a war memorial. It's a very familiar monument that I think all of us see throughout Australia and New Zealand. Tell me what drew you to that.
Well, these relics or these monuments are all over Australia, and every little country town seems to have one. We have them in various parts of our city. You know, like if you live in Kogarah, you'll find a list of names of people who lived in Kogarah or some other part of the city. But they're very melancholy things, and I think the greatest painter who made wonderful art out of this sense of melancholy was Russell Drysdale, and I adore Drysdale's work. So Bill Mix's painting here just reminds me of Drysdale so much. It's like coming across this mystery with a list of names, and you stand and stare at it for a while, and you're locked in time, and then you go back in time. So I was particularly taken by this. I would have given it the winning prize originally, but then I think Geoff Harvey is also very deserving.
Barry Pearce, thank you very much for talking to ABC 24. And there can only be one winner, and the winner gets a $20,000 prize. And people can actually come to this exhibition in the Gallipoli Club to see it. And eventually, in 2015, when it's the centenary of Gallipoli, there are plans to tour all of the winners of all of the competitions here at the Gallipoli Club.